Hi guys, and welcome to another Ironman Progress video. If you haven't seen my previous progress videos, there are links in the description. I made a lot of progress in this one, I hope you'll enjoy. Okay, let's get started. So the last time, I finally finished my Serengodbo, after doing telos for 6 months. And my bank was worth almost 30 bill. Then I went to Raksha and tried to finish the log. Here, I got my fleeting boots after about 350 kills. And I went to Rise of the 6 after that. It was a lot easier than I thought, just had to keep running around to not get hit. Here's my log after using all my totems. Still missing the range shield. I also upgraded to the Masterwork Spear, and trimmed Masterwork Armor. Then I did more Raksha, and finally finished the log. I don't have a screenshot of the log, but I think it was around 500 kills. Then Karapak was released. It was a really fun boss with some interesting mechanics. I did about 100 kills in normal mode, but didn't get any rare drops. Then I started learning hard mode. It was really difficult, at the start. I had to use a full yak of food to survive phase 4. But it became easier, as I got more practice. Here, I got the pet after about 150 kills total. Then I finished 100 hard mode kills, and got a Jas book. Also, got my first staff piece drop, not too long after. And another one. This was before the drop rate buff, so it was 1 in 250 for a staff piece. Then, I got my third piece the next day. And finished the full staff in just 175 kills. Here is my bank after finishing the staff. Also, getting very close to 120 runecrafting and thieving. Then I went to Telos to test my new staff. And got my second Serengodbo. That went straight into my EOF. Here, I'm doing some swarm fishing. This became my new AFK activity, after I finished my Ascension bows. Also finished 200 mil HP and magic, along with 120 runecrafting and thieving. Then I opened some caskets. Got all of them just from doing Slayer. Didn't get any dyes this time. But I got some soul ornament kits. And third age plate legs. Here, I just finished opening all my caskets. Then I did some Slayer. And finally got my Cinderbane gloves after 6,700 kills. Then the new Arch-Glacier boss was announced. The new weapons required some black stone hearts to craft. So I had to learn Ambassador. I learned it pretty quick and got all the black stone hearts I needed in a few days. No crossbow pieces though, unfortunately. Then, the Arch-Glacier boss came out. I was really lucky, and got the frozen core drop on the first day. Just a couple hours after release. And here is my log. Then, I did more glacier streaking, for Dark Nylas, so I can finish the sword. And I got another frozen core drop. 2 of them in just 250 kills. But I didn't have enough Nylas to craft the weapons. I continued doing more kills the next couple days. Got some more Nylas. And a win book. Also got a third frozen core. Here is my log, after about 600 hard mode kills. Then I got a few more Nylas. and finally have enough to craft both lang swords. I also pushed to 1000% in rage. This was my bank after finishing the swords. Just over 34 bill. Then I did more swarm fishing to AFK. Also started doing ED1 for Elite Cerenic Armor. The bosses weren't too difficult. I feel like some of the mobs are harder than the bosses. Here, I got my scales doubled, that was pretty nice. Didn't take too long to get all the scales I needed. Finished full Elite Cerenic in about 1 week. Then I went to ED2 with my new armor. I had already done some kills before, so I didn't start from zero. Here, I got the Greater Barge drop after about 100 kills. That was a nice one to get first, because I didn't have to run the full dungeon anymore. Just killed the first 2 bosses, and restart. Here, I finally finished the log, after about 10 days. Then I moved on to ED3, for the Eldritch Crossbow. Also, the Skilling Boss Croesus was released. I tried it, but I couldn't do it because it was too hard. So I continued doing ED3 instead. Here, I finally got my first crossbow piece. After over 100 kills. Then I got another one back to back. And finished the Eldritch Crossbow in 136 kills. Here, I'm doing a random farm run, using up the spiritweed seeds I got from the Glacier boss. Then I continued doing more ED3, for a second Eldritch Crossbow. And here, I finally finished it, after about 250 kills. I put it in my EOF immediately. Then Zook was released. Normal mode was pretty easy. I figured out all the mechanics pretty quick, and got all of the upgraded kiln capes. Then I started doing hard mode. It was not that easy, and there were no guides at the time. I just spent the whole day dying over and over, figuring things out on my own. It took many attempts. And here I finally managed to get the hybrid cape by the end of the first day. I think my kill time was over 50 minutes, that's why it's not showing here. I continued doing more Zook the next couple days. And finally got my first drop after 33 kills. My kill time also improved quite significantly, as I got better at the boss. Here, I got my second drop at 116 kills. And my first sword piece at 130. Then the drop rate was increased. Kinda sad that it didn't happen sooner. Felt like I wasted so much time for nothing. Anyways, I kept doing more kills, and got a few more drops. Here, I finally finished the sword after 186 kills. I averaged about 10 kills per day since release. And this was my chest loot, after finishing the sword. Then I continued doing more Zook, because I wanted a second sword for my EOF. I got very lucky. Finished it in just 27 kills. I also got the upgraded pet skin. That looks pretty nice. And here's my chest again, after I finished the second sword. Then the Golden Party Hat event was released. That didn't take too long. Got all the shards for it, in just a few days. I also got Premier membership, for one of the Party Hat shard. And my bank was over 50 bill at this point. Then I did some Slayer, trying to farm keys for Magister. Also made my first video on how to kill scorpion bots because every world was taken by them. Then the Christmas event was released. And I spent the next 3 weeks just AFK skilling for the Christmas papers. I got about 200k papers by the end of December. But didn't get the green Santa hat, unfortunately. That's all I've got for 2021. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching.